Not too distant future.
Talk about it, actually, yeah.
All right, so as a kickoff into the same conversation, I will take us one more step down the road until we close with some big George Lucas news in Star Wars. And that is basically there is a new car that is on the horizon, so to speak.
New car? It's new.
It's new, but it's new to... Okay, it's new to... Hey, Audi has released images of the 2022 Audi E-Tron GT, and it is bigger muscles on the juice, apparently, as they say, although we have a problem, because at the same breath, the best look yet of the Taycan Cross Turismo is coming out by Porsche, which makes no sense to me, because when you're going to release a new car, okay, I'm not trying to be super critical, but I am trying to be super critical in one respect. That is that it's a new car, right? Or at least it's supposed to be a new car, but technically there's more than meets the eye, because we have great exclusive footage here of the new Audi, and it's looking fantastic.
Mike loves
okay? This is a really, really great looking car, so don't get me wrong here, but here's the first shot of it that they released in the press release.
Sure.
Yeah, it's fantastic looking, right? So here it is. Right, it's got. I mean, literally,
it's a lot like a Porsche to me.
It looks a lot like a Porsche. Just saying.
Highly suspicious.
Highly suspicious of the fact that, in actuality, there's a little bit of bait and switch going on here. Because guess what, folks?
The front's different, but I mean, not a lot.
It's a Porsche Taycan, and we're a little critical because, hey, we're big sports car fans, right? Corey's obviously a massive electric car fan. I'm a big VW fan, which is in the family of Audi and Porsche. Okay. However, when they pulled this maneuver, it was more like, hey guys, really? Because you're really not fooling anyone. And the difference is also in the fact that when they turn around and they do something like this, which is they produce a car that they say is an all new design for a different manufacturer. But if you look at the window lines between these two, okay, the actual window lines haven't changed at all. There's nothing different in the window lines. The only thing that they've done is basically flare out a fender. They've kept the side scoop on the side. It's basically like Chevy and when they did the Camaro and the Trans Ams, they were, very lightly modified.
A lot of those cars, they share designs.
So many of them out there, and I was just really disappointed at the fact that, hey, you know what? You're Porsche and you're Audi. And secondly, if you're going to turn around and introduce a new vehicle, okay? Like, I'm not really trying to be super critical, but I am. All right? The difference is, if you're going to turn around and say that you're going to make a four-door flying brake, okay, which is basic, or shooting brake, I should say, which is basically what this Porsche looks like, is going to be, is a shooting brake four-door. Well, that harkens me back to the fact that isn't Audi the owner of the Avant, and that series of being like the super fast station wagon? Wouldn't that car have made more sense to be in the Audi stable than the Porsche stable?
I don't know.
Come on.
I mean,
really? It's like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I can certainly see the similarities. I mean,
sure,
pretty obvious. It's kind of, I mean, they're all trying to get hit on this the electric thing, and for what it's worth, obviously a lot of the manufacturers are claiming to be full electric by X date.
Sure.
And everybody's want to put their foot in there and try to honestly take up some of the market that's already growing from other manufacturers that have cars that are really out too. So, I mean, it even mentions here, let's see, that they're trying to experiment with the Audi. They're even trying to experiment with some differences with like where the batteries go and things.
Sure.
So it's not all just like skateboard, where there's batteries on the bottom. But I mean, on the face of it, how many of their people are going to care about that? They're going to be like, that looks like a Porsche.
Look, I know.
I don't know.
Look, I know that Porsche and Audi have rebranded vehicles before, but generally in most cases, they've done enough to either hide the glass line, change some massive, body structure parts. So at the very least, what's underneath the chassis, is still a Porsche, but on the outside it looks like an Audi, right?
Yeah.
And even when VW gets that dummy down version without the big, twin turbo horsepowered, SUV, and everybody's like, oh great. And then let's not even add on the fact that Lamborghini, obviously out of the entire stable, gets the best looking cars. Okay, everything at that aside, this is such garbage from them. I'm sorry. And look, we're innocent bystanders here. Obviously, we haven't seen it in person.
Yeah.
This car might look completely different, but come on. It's like, all right. So, and that's why I titled it Audi Pulls a Fast One. So there you go.